Amber Sutter, the Chief Enlightenment Officer of Conscious Public Accountants and proud member of the CalCPA, here to deliver success tips to help you pass the CPA exam. Since the introduction of CPA Evolution in January of 2024, a common question we are hearing from exam candidates is, how long do I have to pass the CPA exam? Is it 18, 30, or 36 months? And that's a great question. So where these numbers are coming from is the old rules versus the new rules. So the old rules were you had 18 months to pass. The date of measure was based on when you took an exam. And these rules applied to all of the jurisdictions. And now we have some new rules. So there are two different things to keep in mind when we're looking at the period of time. The first is applicable to all jurisdictions, and this is the credit extension. And the credit extension really is applying to those who had CPA exam sections as of January 31st, 2023. If you had 1, 2, or 3 parts passed by then, effectively your clock was reset because those got an 18-month extension. And again, applicable to all the jurisdictions. Now, the one that's a little trickier and where we're hearing 30 or 36 months is in relation to the credit period. And the credit period applies to anyone who's taking the new CPA exam sections for CPA Evolution. So all new exam credits that began in January of 2024 are going to be valid for 30 months in most different jurisdictions. Now, it's most and not all. And let me show you a map of how this looks. So what you see on the screen on your right is different colors, and those different colors represent the period of time. Again, most jurisdictions, including California, are going to be a 30-month credit period. So if you're in a jurisdiction and applying for the CPA exam in a state other than California, you're going to want to look into the details to understand exactly how much time you have. Now, there's one little other important nuance here, and as they say, the devil is in the detail. So you're going to want to look at the date of measure in your jurisdiction. Now, remember, pre-evolution, the date of measure was when the exam was taken. So imagine a scenario like this. It's February 1st, you take audit, you wait 6 weeks to get your score. When do you start your rolling period? Is it that date when you took the exam, or is it the 6 weeks after when you get your score? So prior to evolution, it was when your exam was taken. But moving forward, many of the jurisdictions are moving to when the score was released. So most states have a rolling period of when the score is released. And that's 40 states have either enacted this or have this change pending. Now, the good news for California candidates is the date of measure is going to be when you receive your score. So even though exam scores may be delayed in 2024, you will not be adversely impacted while you're waiting for an exam score. Overall, these are really, really good changes to the administration of the exam. 30 months creates so much more space for you to be able to work, have a life, and still achieve the goal of becoming a CPA. And more space is going to minimize any anxiety and stress that come from trying to do too many things in a short span of time. Thank you. And on behalf of CalCPA, we wish you all the best with your studies.